Hey guys, if you're new here, then welcome to my channel, Flashback Videos. I really hope you like what I'm going to show you today, and of course, if you're a regular here, then a big thank you for coming back. Anyway, today's movie, the street racing action fest from 2009, Fast and Furious, following the exploits of Toretto and O'Conner, who are forced to team up to apprehend a drug lord with whom Toretto holds a personal grudge. As usual, if you like what you see, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, then you could even subscribe to the channel. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, and it really helps me out. Okay, so with all that being said, let's do this! Directed again by Justin Lin, with a screenplay by Chris Morgan and Gary Scott Thompson, Fast and Furious was released by Universal Pictures in April 2009, with a running time of around an hour and 3/4. It was filmed in the Dominican Republic with a budget of around $85 million, going on to gross more than $360 million worldwide. Dominic Toretto is forced to come out of hiding when a loved one is brutally murdered. Heading to LA to track down the culprit, he crosses paths with Brian O'Conner, the FBI agent whose undercover infiltration of Toretto's gang led to his enforced exile across the border. The two men temporarily put their differences aside as they investigate the killing. This is the real sequel to The Fast and the Furious. I love that the original actors reprise their roles and go back to their roots. I'm happy to say this movie kept me thoroughly entertained from beginning to end. I know it's a little far-fetched, but who cares? The professional street racer, criminal and fugitive Dominic Toretto, who is the main protagonist of the series, was played by Vin Diesel, whose real name is Mark Sinclair Vincent, and he was born in California in 1967. Diesel's first movie role was a brief uncredited appearance in 1990's Awakenings, and he initially had to support his acting career, working as a bouncer and telemarketer. This was his breakthrough role, and the one he's best known for, but he's also portrayed Private Cop Hatso in Saving Private Ryan, and the title character in the Chronicles of Riddick, among others. The FBI agent and former LAPD officer, who previously aided Dom in avoiding the law, Brian O'Conner, was played by the late, great Paul William Walker IV, who was born in California in 1973. Walker began his career as a child actor in the 80s, going on to gain recognition in the 90s after appearing in the TV soap opera The Young and the Restless, and receiving praise for his performances in the comedies She's All That and Varsity Blues. However, his role in The Fast and the Furious was definitely his best known role, though he's also starred in the likes of Joyride, 8 Below and Flags of Our Fathers. Dominic's wife Letty, who appears to die in an automobile explosion caused by Phoenix Calderon, was played by American actress Michelle Rodriguez, who was born in Texas in 1978. Michelle began her career in 2000, playing a troubled boxer in the independent sports drama Girl Fight, before taking on this, her best known role, although she's also starred as Reno Campo in the Resident Evil franchise. On the small screen, Michelle played Ana Lucia Cortez in the drama series Lost, and her voice can be heard on a number of well-known video games. Dominic's sister, and the owner of the Toretto General Store, Mia Toretto, who is also Brian's love interest, was played by Panamanian-American actress Jordana Brewster, who was born in Panama City in 1980. Jordana made her acting debut in the 1995 episode of All My Children, before taking on the recurring role as Nikki Munson in As the World Turns, but her first role in a movie was in the 1998 horror The Faculty. The role of Mia was her big breakthrough, and she's been a mainstay in the series ever since. The liaison for Braga, Giselle Yashar, who shows a romantic interest in Dom, was played by Israeli actress and model Gal Gadot Massano, who was born in Petah Tikva in 1985. Having been crowned Miss Israel in 2004, Gal served with the Israel Defense Force for 2 years before she began studying, whilst building her modelling and acting careers. This was her first international movie performance, and and she's gone on to appear in several installments of the franchise. Most recently, she has starred in the Netflix action comedy Red Notice and the mystery movie Death on the Nile. Han Lu, an old friend of Dominic Toretto, who first appeared in Tokyo Drift, was played by South Korean American actor Sung Ho Kang, who was born in Georgia in 1972. Kang's first major role was in 2002's Better Luck Tomorrow, in which he played an aloof gang member, also called Han Lu, going on to star in The Motel in 2005. He also had a role playing an FBI agent in Jet Li's War, and was featured as Doran in the movie Forbidden Warrior, as well as having small roles in the action movies Live Free or Die Hard and Bullet to the Head. Arturo Braga's right-hand man, Phoenix Calderon, was played by actor and producer Lazaro Alonso, who was born in Washington, D.C. in 1974. Alonso began his career hosting shows on the Bet Network and had supporting roles in movies such as Stomp the Yard, Down for Life, and Leprechaun Back to the Hood. In addition to this role, he's best known for playing Suitsei in James Cameron's science fiction film Avatar, as well as having roles in other movies such as Jarhead, This Christmas, Miracle at St. Anna, and Detroit. Crew member Rico Santos was played by Puerto Rican reggaeton singer, songwriter, record producer, and actor William Omar Landron Rivera, better known by his stage name of Don Omar, who was born in Puerto Rico in 1978. Omar's first public performance was in a nightclub, accompanied by disc jockey Eliel Lynn Osorio, and afterwards he appeared regularly on compilation albums from popular DJs and producers including Looney Tunes, Noriega, and DJ Eric. He gained major success with the release of his first studio album, The Last Don, with Frankie Needles. Another crew member, Tego Leon, was also played by a musician. This time it was Puerto Rican rapper, singer and actor Tegui Calderon Rosario, who was born in Puerto Rico in 1972. Rosario began his musical career in 1996 as Tego Teg, and was supported by the famous Puerto Rican rapper Eddie D, who invited him to perform on his second studio album. His style is characterized by his social and political themes, with lyrics against corruption in the Puerto Rican government, as well as themes also including dancing, love, self-reflection, and personal experiences. The Mexican drug lord Arturo Braga, or Ramon Campos, who recruits street racers to smuggle heroin across the border, was played by actor and producer John Ortiz, who was born in New York in 1968. Making his movie debut as Al Pacino's young cousin in Carlito's Way, Ortiz has gone on to appear in more than 30 movies, but this is perhaps his best known role. Other parts he's played include the likes of Javier J. Rivera in American Gangster, Ronnie in Silver Linings Playbook, and Victor Neves in Kong Skull Island. As I said at the beginning, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and maybe got something out of it, even if you don't decide to watch the movie. Once again, please don't forget to smash that like button, or even subscribe to the channel. You know you want to, and remember, it's free.